Okay, mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K collector. And you're probably wondering why I'm showing you a bunch of empty shelves and why a lot of my games are kind of scattered around. And it's because I'm making some changes in 2024. And a big part of that involves me selling off nearly half of my collection. Um, I'm thinking about going a different route in 2024 in terms of how I collect and even what I collect. And with it being the third year of us being kind of removed from the pandemic, I'm realizing that there's going to be a lot more opportunity to go out and about and be outside. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to be, quitting collecting completely. I'm still going to have a collection and I'll still continue to collect, but not how I was collecting before. So what you're seeing is pretty much just me breaking down my collection into the things that I plan on keeping, and then I've got like boxes pretty much set to go, to be able to sell a lot of the things that I'm not gonna keep, and then I've got a lot of my retro stuff here, a lot of my Genesis titles. These are the ones that I plan on keeping. Um, and then still sorting through to see which ones I'm going to be removing from my collection. So I've got a lot more to comb through over there, along with some Super Nintendo games. But I think, as you know, I can't believe we're 3 years removed from the pandemic. It's so crazy that amount of time has flown by. And there's been so many things that have happened this year, so many changes for me, and so many really cool things to come. And I do plan on coming out with a video that kind of goes more in depth about the future of the channel, and what I plan on talking about, because I love video games and I'm always going to continue to talk about video games. But I think I want to broaden, the channel a little bit and kind of broaden what I talk about. Hopefully that's not a buzzkill for the diehard gamers of the channel. But I'm into a lot of things, not just video games. Like for instance, I've got a passion for sneakers. Like I'm a sneakerhead on the low, and I did get a few really cool pairs of sneakers this year, which I'll share in this quick video. But sneakers are all a part of that whole nostalgic time in life, right? As a kid, if you grew up in the 90s, you knew it was all about getting the box, the Nike box with the orange top, right? And just having a fresh pair of either Air Force Ones or Nike Air Jordans to go to school. And there's just so many cool things about that time, and just so much that I have to reminisce on about that era, that I want to share on the channel. So I don't just want to be limited to video games, because there's so much to talk about, so much to compare, so much to, debate over, that I definitely want to keep video games as the backbone of the channel. But I do plan on talking about just a few other things involved in pop culture, not just video games, but maybe movies, fashion, like I said, Jordans, different things that impacted me, and just want to share those with you. So this year, as we wrap the year, I kind of wanted to talk about a couple pairs of sneakers that were my favorite pairs of sneakers, and then just do a little bit of a comparison for anyone else who's kind of a sneakerhead. So uh, earlier in the year, I decided to go ahead and get a pair of Air Jordan Retro Ones, and these are the Lost and Found pair that I wound up picking up. Um, and these are pretty cool. I had never really owned. I think I have like one or two other pairs of Air Jordan ones, but I've always wanted a pair of red ones. I remember when they came out with the Air Jordan one back in, what was it? It was like, I think it was in 2015 or 2014. They did like a retro, and I didn't get it back then. I was a little bummed. So when these came out, I was eager to pick these up, and I was glad that I was able to get these. So this is one pair that I got. Let me know what you think about these. Let me know if you're into Jordans in the comments. Does that interest you? Is that something that you're into? See, the thing about me, and I'm a dad, right? I'm not super young. So when it comes to certain Jordans, there's only certain Jordans that I'm going to get, because they're the ones that I think I can grown man up a bit. So I'm not going to be out there wearing like, you know, the 20-year-old jeans and stuff. I'm definitely going to grown man this shoe up, but this is definitely a shoe that you can wear in a mature way. So I like these. So these are ones that I picked up, but then I want to talk about a more recent pickup that I got. And that would be the Jordan 11 Gratitude. Now, I ordered mine from Flight Club, and when I got it, and I initially opened the box and took it out, I was a little bit surprised by the shoe itself, right? Because from what I understood, these shoes were supposed to have a milky kind of bottom to them, like a white milky bottom. But these Jordans wound up having a more of like a gum bottom, actually. These have more of like a gum bottom to them. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm not mad at them. Like, I actually prefer this more yellow gum bottom to the milky white bottom. But at the same token, I also don't want to, you know, be rolling around with a fake pair of J's either. So I've been doing some research into these to figure out if Flight Club sold me a pair of fake Jordan Gratitudes. And it's seeming like about 60% of the crowd seem to think that these are actually legit. It's just that these were made in a different factory. And these are the ones that are being sold overseas. And because of that, that is why these have this kind of more yellowish bottom to them. Now, the big part of the reason why I bought these Jordans in particular is because, one, I am a fan of the Air Jordan 11. I got these when I was a youngster. But two, I thought it would be cool for my daughter as well as the missus for us all to go out on New Year's and on New Year's Day and all be wearing the same sneakers. So I thought it would be cool for us to all have the same sneakers. So I bought a pair for my lady. But as you can see, we're not going to be matching because these are the pair that I got from Flight Club, and these are her pair that I got from Foot Locker. And as you can see, there's a clear difference in the shade of yellow here. So mine are definitely more yellow than hers, which is a bit of a bummer. But like I said, I don't know if these are fake yet. I'm not. I guess I got to do a little bit more research. I may go to my nearby Foot Locker and see if they have any in stock, and I'll pick up a pair and see you know, how different they are. If these happen to be legit, then I honestly I'll like the overseas pair more than the US release. And then I was just kind of looking at it and I was like, man, that the bottom of those bottoms kind of remind me of another shoe. And it made me go ahead and grab a pair that I got a while ago, which is the 7210s. So I wound up picking up the 7210 Jordans back in maybe 2014, maybe 2015-ish, maybe even earlier, maybe 2012. I can't remember when these came out. I know it's been a while. I've had these sneakers for a while, and I wore them and I wore them and I wore them to death. And then one day I just put them away and I said, I'm not going to wear these anymore. I just put them in like I was playing basketball in these. I did errands in these. I had just worn these into the ground, and no matter how much I wore them, they just kind of withstood the test of time to me. Like, and they still feel comfortable. But I compare these Gratitudes more so to the 7210s with the bottom. When it comes to the bottom. Now, I think I'm going to give these a cleaning, like a really good cleaning. And I think I'm going to put these back on and get these going because these don't even look that bad. But the thing I loved about the 7210s is that this leather, it's definitely held up over time. It has to have been close to 10 years now. But it's held up over time, and I like the way it kind of runs underneath the patent leather here. So this is a really cool one. Unfortunately, can't afford to get these for the whole family, but did go ahead and pick these up this year. And I even got a pair for the little one. So she's got her, you know, little toddler size. So we're gonna definitely be rolling in that. But these are the two pickups that I got this year, sneaker wise. I don't buy a lot of sneakers. I'm very picky about the sneakers that I get. If I'm gonna get a pair, they have to be a pair that aren't super loud, aren't too crazy, aren't gonna cause too much of a scene, but are still cool and subtle and still, you know, kind of give me those nostalgic vibes. So was definitely stoked to pick these up this year. Always good to get some good sneakers. So, and these are going to be some of the things that I talk about. Again, I'm going to be changing up the format of my videos, which means that in 2024, though, they probably won't be daily, but hopefully, you all will enjoy the content. And you'll see things and definitely get something from my videos. Goal is going to be to inspire and just kind of, these are changing times, and it's definitely a good time just to kind of talk and share, things that make us feel good. And I'm all about that whole 90s nostalgia, gaming, sneakers. Gonna try not to be all over the place, but definitely want to kind of expand, like I said, broaden the scope of the channel. So thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Hope you enjoyed this little quick video. Let me know if you got any sneakers for the holiday. If you're a sneakerhead and you did get a pair of the Jordans, let me know if you got the overseas pair or if you got the milky whites, like my lady here. Alrighty, that does it for me. I'm the Y2K Collector. Hopefully y'all are enjoying these holidays. I'm gonna try and crank out one more video before the end of the year, and it'll be official one. You guys will get the original. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy. I'm the Y2K Collector.